It's been a long time coming. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you've seen the title, you know that I am now finally getting to sit down and film this lover rating and ranking video. If I tell you, I've been meaning to film this video for like months at this point, and I just keep not getting the chance to sit down and film it. But I was like, you know what? Today is the day. We're going to sit, we are going to go through Lover, we are going to listen to it track by track, and we're going to rate every single one of those tracks to come up with an overall comprehensive album ranking. If you've been around on this channel for a while, you'll know that this is part of a series that I'm doing where I am ranking and rating every single Taylor Swift album. We started all the way with Debut and have made it all the way up to Reputation. Now Lover is the next one in our series, and we will be making our way through the rest of the discography at some point. This is a long-term project, as you might have been able to tell by the frequency of the uploads in this series. But anyway, I am rambling. We're gonna get straight into Lover, ranking and rating it. Initial thoughts going into it is that Lover is not one of the albums that I like reach for most. It's not one that has the like highest replay value for me. I don't think I was a huge fan of it when it came out. Like, I didn't dislike it, but I wasn't like obsessed when it came out. Although there are some incredible, amazing, outstanding songs on this album, which we will get to in due course. But anyway, let's start this off and jump straight into the rating, shall we? Okay, jumping in, starting off with track 1, I Forgot That You Existed. So, I Forgot That You Existed. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this a 6 out of 10 in my ranking. I'm not sure if it's a skip or not. Is it a skip? I think it is. Maybe it's not a 6. Maybe it's like a 5.5. I don't know. It's just not a song that like I'm often in the mood for. Like, I don't think it's a terrible song. It's not one I'm like particularly adverse to, but it's just not one that I really like. So I think like solidly in the middle area, like 5.5. And it is, I think, pretty often, more often than not, a skip. So we'll go with 5.5 for I Forgot That You Existed and move on to track number 2, which is Cruel Summer. I'm not a Cruel Summer truther like some people are. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I think it's a bop. That bridge goes crazy. But it's not one of my like absolute favorites. I feel like I'll have to give it like, oof. I don't generally like look back at my previous album rankings before I do this. So like, I don't know if I'm in a generous mood today or if I'm in like a harsh mood today with these songs and how that's gonna compare to the previous rankings that I've done on previous albums. But I feel like I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give it an 8. Definitely not a skip. I will listen if that comes on. I do enjoy it, so we can give Cruel Summer an 8 and move on to track number 3, which was a single from this album, Lover. The actual single from this album and not the like single that emerged afterwards, as happened with Cruel Summer. Okay, this is another tough one to rank. I actually, when I think about it, I am like still salty that Shawn Mendes was put on the remix of Lover and not Niall Horan, because he did a cover with Fletcher, I believe, of Lover, and I like that. I thought it was so cute, and I feel like he would have just been a better choice for the remix than Shawn Mendes, in my personal humble opinion. In terms of the actual song though, the original, not the remix, I don't dislike it. I don't overly like it though either. I think it is better, stronger than I Forgot That You Existed. So I think I'm gonna give it a 6. For now, we can adjust later if needed. I don't think it is a skip. Yeah, I think 6, no skip. Not my favorite, not the best, but not terrible. I will listen if it comes on. Like it's a very like non-offensive, like it is the wedding song, you know, like it's a very non-offensive, very, but like nothing special either, if you know what I mean. Like I do like the bridge. The bridge does get me sometimes. Although now that I have heard Macy Peters' history of Man, every time I hear and at every table I'll save you a seat, I just automatically think of History of Man. I save you a seat and then you say you want to stand. I've literally got a playlist with that title that's all like songs that are like that, like History of Man kind of vibe. Anyway, I'm getting very off topic. Lover is a 6. That is that. And we will now move on to track number 4, which is The Man.
Every conquest I have made would make me more of a boss to you. I'd be a fearless leader, I'd be an alpha type. When everyone believes ya, what's that like? I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quick or if I was a man. I'd be a man. And getting bitches and models, and it's so good if you're bad, and it's okay if you're mad. I'd be the man. I'd be the man.
The Man is an interesting one, because if I hadn't heard the song in a while, like I haven't played it in a while, and you came up to me and you asked me, do you like the song The Man? I would probably say not particularly. No, not really, not one of my favorites. But then I listen to it and it's a bop. I jam. Like, I don't know. I think also like the Eras Tour has helped to grow on me a little bit, because it is like performed on the Eras Tour, and I've been obviously watching those clips religiously on TikTok of the entire Eras Tour. TikTok edits can really like do something for a song, hey? Anyway, I think I actually do like The Man. Like, honestly, I think I like it more than Lover. Like, yeah, I think I have to give it like a 6.2, because when it does come on, it's a bop. But like, I don't like it that I'll like seek it out. But if it comes on, I am like jamming. I think that's, for me, similar to like a lot of the other like singles from like Red in 1989, like Shake It Off, or 22, those sorts of ones where it's like, it's just like, if it comes on, it's fun. Like, you're gonna like have a good time if it comes on, but it's not one that I'm like necessarily gonna seek out, if that makes sense. Anyway, 6.2 for The Man, and then we move on to track number 5, which is The Archer. I think for me, The Archer gets a little bit repetitive. It's not one that I really like listen to over and over again. And in fact, I think it's one that I do skip. I'm very conflicted between putting it at like a 5.9 below Lover, or a 6.1 above Lover. I think it's like very similar vibes there. Do you know what? I'm gonna go 6.1. I think I like, I don't know, 5.9. Okay, 5.9, final decision. And I do skip it, I think. Yeah, okay. 5.9 for the Archer. It is unfortunately a skip. I just find it a little bit like repetitive and like, yeah, it's just not doing much for me overall. But anyway, let's move on to track number 6, which is I Think He Knows.
His footprints on the sidewalk lead to where I can't stop. Go there every night. I think he knows. His hands around her cold glass make me wanna know that body like it's mine. Skipping down 16th Avenue, I mean, wanna see what's in that attitude. I like, I want you, that's my soul.
I love this song. It is so fun. I love I Think He Knows. It is such a fun song. It is a bop. It gets me in a good mood. I think I'm going to give it an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 seems good. It's like, I won't skip this if it comes on. If it comes on, like, it's going to put me in a good mood. Like, it's a nice one to drive to. Like, I like listening to it in the car. And it's just cute and fun. And I like the clicks and, like, the whole vibe of it is my cup of tea. Moving on though to track number 7, we have Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince.
You know I adore you, I'm crazy for you. Then I was at 16, lost in a film scene. Stupid prizes, it's you and me. There's nothing like this. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. So sad, we paint the town blue, but it most likely to blow away with you. It's my whole world. They whisper in the hallway, she's a bad, bad girl. The whole school is rolling fake dice. We play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It's you and me, there's nothing like this. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. So sad, we paint the town blue, but it most likely to blow away with you. And I don't want you to come home. And I don't want you to It's you and me, that's my whole world. They whisper in the hallway, she's a bad, bad girl.
Okay, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. I enjoy. I think it's fun. I don't think I enjoy it quite as much as I Think He Knows. I think I do. Do I like it more than Cruel Summer? That is a question. I think slightly. I'm going to give it an 8.1. That might be very controversial, but 8.1 for Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, putting it just above Cruel Summer at an 8. And then we move on to track number 8, which is Paper Rings.
The moon is high, but your friends were the night that we first met. Went home and tried to stalk you on the internet. Now I've read all of the books beside your bed. I like shiny things, but I'd marry you with paper rings. That's right, darling.
Okay, Paper Rings is just so fun. It's cute. I like it. If you watch my Reputation ranking video, you can probably guess I like the fun, lovey, cutesy songs. You know, like, I feel like you might have been able to predict that this was going to be one that I enjoyed. Do I enjoy it more than I Think He Knows? No, I don't. So I'm going to give it an 8.4, which is putting it above both Cruel Summer and Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. But I feel like that is my truth. That is authentic to my ranking of This Is My Ranking. And then we can move on to track 9, which is Cornelia Street.
We were in the backseat, drunk on something stronger than the drinks in the bar. Then you called, showed your hand, I turned around before I hit the tunnel, sat on the roof, you and I hope I never lose. The rest, I never walk Cornelia Street again. That's the kind of heartbreak, tell me where the man street again. They said this city screams your name.
Okay, Cornelia Street. This is a song that I did not like when this album first came out. I'm not sure if not like is maybe a little bit strong, but it was not one of my favorites on the album. Didn't particularly enjoy it when this album came out, and then I listened to the Live from Paris version of Cornelia Street, and it completely changed my entire perspective of this song. I don't know, there is crack in that version or something, because I am obsessed. If we were ranking the live version here, I think it would be possibly close to a 10 out of 10. Actually, maybe I should rank the live versions. I don't know. This project is going to keep getting longer and longer if I rank literally every single version. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. But Cornelia Street, as a result of that live version, went up exponentially in my rankings. And I think I have to say that I like it more than I Think He Knows. I do. I'm going to give it an 8.8. And not an 8.9. 8.8. Okay, let's give it an 8.8. We can readjust if necessary later. But yeah, Cornelia Street is now one of my top on this album after listening to the Live in Paris version, which I would have never have expected after listening to the album just for the first time. Moving on though to track number 10. You know, track number 10 always gets to me, and this one is a special one because it is Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Shady lady still fucking weird here, 'cause I keep pretend it's okay when it's not. It's death by a thousand cuts. My heart, my hips, my body, my soul. Tryna find a part of me that you didn't touch. Gave up on me like I was a bad drug. Now I'm searching for signs in a haunted club. Our songs are built to die and restamp our country. Guess it was a lawless land. Playing my fears in the touch of your hand.
Okay, Death by a Thousand Cuts. I think this probably has to be my top song on this album. I love this song. I am obsessed with it. I also went through a phase of being obsessed with the movie that this song is inspired by, which is Someone Great. That movie, the song, the combination, the story, the backstory, the song itself, the bridge, incredible, amazing, 10 out of 10, outstanding, except not actually quite 10 out of 10. I'm reserving. I'm trying to be very conservative with my 10 out of 10s. So I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10 because Death by a Thousand Cuts is that bitch. That song is, probably the best song on this album. Love it so much. But anyway, moving on to track number 11, which is London Boy.
We can go driving in on my scooter, just run along.
That beginning part, always reminds me of that, like, I'm in my mom's car, vroom vroom, like Vine from ages ago. I don't know why. They're not even that similar, but it always makes me think of that. Okay, London Boy, again, it's cute, it's fun, I like it. I don't think I like it as much as Paper Rings. I also don't know if I like it as much as Cruel Summer or Miss Americana. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.9. 7.9 seems right for London Boy. And then track 12, I am not going to be ranking for obvious reasons, because that is soon you'll get better. So we shall skip straight along to track number 13, which is False God.
We were crazy to think that this could work. Remember how I said I'd die for you? To me when I'm like this, daring you to leave me just so I can try and scare you. You're the West Village, you still do it for me. All warns about times like this. They say the road gets hard and you get lost when you let my blind faith. We might just get away with it. Religions in your lips, even if it's a false god. Still worship, we might just get away with it.
Okay, False God, I enjoy. However, it's not a song that I'm always in the mood for. It's like, I need to be in a specific mindset for it. For that reason, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. I think I do like London Boy slightly more. Should I 7.7? 7.8? 7.8 is fine. Okay, and then we move on to track number 14, another one of the singles from this album, which is You Need to Calm Down.
Somebody that I don't know, but you're taking shots at me like it's Patron, and I'm just like, damn, it's 7 a.m.
Okay, so You Need to Calm Down. I think it's a skip, unfortunately, for me. It's just not one that I'm really ever super in the mood to listen to. And I think it definitely is lower than The Man. I think lower than The Archer. And I think lower than I Forgot You Existed. So we're gonna have to give it a 5.4 for You Need to Calm Down. It's just not that type of song. I don't enjoy it that much. It's a little bit cringy, if we're honest. Okay, next song up we have Afterglow, which is track 15. enjoy Afterglow. I like this song. There's something about the beats, the drums, and then like that ending like chorus. Oh, I really enjoy it. Where am I gonna put it though? Do I like it more than Paper Rings? And I think he knows. I think slightly more. I think it has to be an 8.6 for Afterglow. Okay, which brings us now next up to track number 16, which is Me featuring Brendan Urie.
I promise that you'll never find another like me. Like a rainbow with all of the colors. It beats all when it comes to a lover. I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the part of me. You ain't have to meet and call my name. I never wanna see you walk away. And this is all the guys out there. And if these things is not like the others. Living in woods, so I can use some.
Okay, I'm sorry, I know this is cliche, I know everyone likes to hate on me, but I do too, and I'm gonna have to give it a... Is a 4 even being too generous? I do not like this song. It is definitely a skip. Brendan Urie irritates me. I do not like his feature on this song. It's just, the lyrics are very cliche, very cheesy. It does sound like it was written to be a kid's song, and I just don't enjoy it. It's not one of the like singles that, okay, maybe it's like a bit overplayed or like, you know, like very like pop radio friendly, but when it comes on you can like jam and enjoy it. Like if this comes on, I'm skipping it. If it comes on while I'm out, I'm not paying attention. Like I'm not dancing, I'm not having fun. Like it's just not the song for me. I feel like even 4 is a little bit generous. Maybe we'll give it a 3 because yeah, it's not it. It's not it. Anyway, moving on to track number 17, which is It's Nice to Have a Friend.
Carry me home, rice on the ground, looks like snow. Call my bluff, call you babe, have my back, yeah, every day. It's nice to have a friend. It's nice to have a friend.
Okay, I actually really enjoy It's Nice to Have a Friend. I think it's cute, I think it's fun. It's definitely not always the vibe, which is going to bring its rating down a little bit, but I like it. It's interesting, it's cute. It feels like the like precursor to I Look in People's Windows, which is a song that, spoiler alert, for the Tortured Poets ranking, I'm very, very obsessed with. I love that song. I definitely don't think It's Nice to Have a Friend is necessarily that quality, but I like it's like it's going for something different, and I appreciate that, and I like it. And sometimes, you know, you are in the mood for It's Nice to Have a Friend. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.7, putting it just below False God. And then that brings us to our last track of this album, which is track number 18, Daylight.
My love was as cruel as the cities I lived in. Refused to settle down. Maybe I've stormed out of every single room in this town. Threw out our pumps and our daggers because it's morning now. It's brighter now. Now I don't wanna look at anything else now that I saw you. I can never let go. I don't wanna think of anything else now that I got you. Things will never be the same. And I can still see it all under you, under me.
So I've done that thing where you associate a song with a person in your life, and I associate this song so heavily with my boyfriend. It was like beginning of our, like, yeah, early in our relationship, but still like I knew by that point, like, this is the man that I am going to like marry and like be with forever. And yeah, the song just makes me think of, like, I can picture the song playing at our wedding. I love the song. I like, not necessarily because of the song, but because of like the person I associate with and the memories that I associate with, it's gonna get a higher ranking from me. I think it's gonna be an, what did I put? I think He Knows at an 8.5, Afterglow at an 8.6. I think Daylight will have to be at an 8.7 is my ranking for Daylight, because I just, yeah, like, it's the association that really gets me, and that, like, the lyrics of I don't want to look at anything else now that I saw you, like, when you, like, can hear that and you relate to that and you just, like, it's, yeah, I don't know, I just like the song. Like, I feel like it captures very, like, well what it feels like to be in, like, that stage of love, and I'm very glad that I can relate to it. Anyway, ramble over, let's have a look at overall. I'm going to sort this descending, so we see that my top track is No Surprises, Death by a Thousand Cuts at a 9.5. Then there's a pretty big jump to Cornelia Street at 8.8. Then Daylight, Afterglow, I Think He Knows, Paper Rings, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, Cruel Summer, London Boy, False God, It's Nice to Have a Friend, The Man, Lover, and then my skips are The Archer, I Forgot That You Existed, You Need to Calm Down, and then at the lowest ranking, I think, of anything that I ranked so far, is Me with a 3. Let's calculate. The average for Lover is a 7.2, which, if I think comparing back, is not too great. I think that there are some tracks that definitely bring this average down quite a bit, and there's not as many, like, standout tracks. Like, Death by a Thousand Cuts is the only one that I'm like, yes, like, and then Cornelia Street. But even Cornelia Street, like, if I'm going to listen to Cornelia Street, more often than not, I'm going to listen to the Live from Paris version. So, and I can't like I can't give all the credit to Cornelia Street for that version as well. So, like, that's why I give it an 8.8. If I was ranking the Live from Paris version again, I think it would be a little bit higher, but I think 8.8 is fair for Cornelia Street. And then Daylight and Afterglow, like, I Think He Knows, Paper Rings, Miss Americana and Cruel Summer. Yeah, I don't know. Can Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince and Cruel Summer be a little bit higher? I actually think I am going to bump them up. I think I'm going to do 8.3 and 8.2 instead of 8.1 and 8, which is going to adjust the overall average slightly to a 7.3, just because I feel like that's more fair. But yeah, overall, I like the album. I don't love the album. It's definitely, like, if you were to ask me in, like, a conversation about, like, my top 3 Taylor Swift albums, for example, it's definitely not going to rank it there in the top. I'm interested to see where it ends up when I go over this entire spreadsheet overall, where it ends up compared to all the other albums. But I do think 7.3 is a fair ranking for Lover, considering how often I revisit it and, like, go back and find and play the songs from it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched all the way to the end, do you agree with my rankings? Did I get anything majorly wrong in your opinion? Am I crazy for ranking Cruel Summer at an 8.2? Or do you agree with what I have ranked here? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Please like the video if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more of these Taylor Swift rankings, and also subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on the next ones, because there will be more coming, and I'm hoping to put these out a little bit more regularly. Next up, obviously, will be Folklore and Evermore, and I'm going to try film those back to back so that I can get those videos out to you as soon as possible. But yeah, stay tuned, subscribed, so that you know when that is coming up, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.